You are welcome to this video. In today's video, let's discuss edge. What is edge? What do you understand by edge? We are going to dive into this video, and I'm going to discuss from the mouth of Mark Douglas. I've heard it from the mouth of Mark Douglas. You know, Mark Douglas, in case you don't know, Mark Douglas have written Trading in the Zone. He's the one that he's the author of the Trading in the Zone. He have written Trading in the Zone and The Disciplined Trader. So he have wrote these two books, and he have been trading since the 80s. So he's not just into this trading. He's not new into this trading. He have been trading from the 80s. Now he has been into this trading game, and he knows about the psychology that is affecting I in the trade and it's affecting you in the trade. So in today's video, that's what we are going to talk about. We are going to talk about the psychology that's affecting us in the game, in this game. So we are going to bring out one topic, and we are going to discuss this one topic at a time, one at a time, one at a time, one at a time, one at a time, because all cannot be done in one time. So all we have to do is to bring one, we'll treat the topic at a time. Next time we'll bring another one, we'll treat it at a time. So that's what we are going to do. In our weekdays, we'll be discussing about psychology, how psychology is affecting us in the market, and what we'll learn before the open of the week, so you won't make same mistake you made during the last week in this same trade or in this same week. So that is why we'll be going on psychology, to be renewing our mind on this trade, to be changing our mind in this game, in this market, because you know, the mind that you and I bring into this market is not going to help us. To be sincere, it's not going to help us. Our mind, those things that are already there, they are not for this market. They are not for trading. They are not for foreign market. So we have to renew our mind constantly. We have to feed on things that will make us to choose to be broadened in this market. So in today's video, let's talk about edge. Mark Douglas have defined edge, and we would love to hear from him what is edge. So let's go into this video and not be taking much time. So let's define from the mouth of Mark Douglas how he have defined edge. This is how he have defined edge, which we are going to define here in this video. So what is edge? Edge can be seen as the probability of one thing happening over another. That is edge. Probability of one thing happening over another. Here, that's what he have defined as edge. That's just the simple term he have put the edge, so we understand. It's not about a high, like when you use high English or when you use confusing word that you know that that's when you know what you're saying. No. It's to make people, it's to how you can communicate it to people, how you can communicate what you are saying to learners or pros, that they will understand what you are saying. So that is why this definition is clear and simple to us, which are also coming up. With this definition, you can understand what is edge. Edge is the probability. It can be seen as the probability of one thing happening over another. Let's give an example. The probability of here landing when I throw it is higher than the probability of here landing on the ground as this when I throw it up. So there is a more probability that this landing like this here is going to happen than landing as this. So it's a probability of one thing happening over another. So that is that. And let's bring this into trading. How can we relate edge into our trading? Okay, so you might have a pattern, a methodology that you use in trading. Like me, what I use is, my methodology is break and retest and some supply and demand levels. So the break and retest, once I see this break and retest, there is definitely a probability of me winning that trade over not winning. And how can we know more on this thing? Because you might ask, oh, you say there's a probability of winning over another. Yes, there's a probability of winning over another, and some of our trade, even if the same pattern occurs, it goes to stop loss. It hits our stop loss. So you might be asking, then why is this still hitting stop loss? If I should see the my setup, my methodology, the same thing is clear, the same thing I used the other time that I won, now I'm using it, I've lost this trade. So you might be asking also as that. So let me clarify you more on this. So probability of one thing happening over another over series of trade, you can't go into the market and expect that this trade must give me a win because I have seen this pattern have occurred or this method have occurred in the market. No, you can't think that way. You can't think that way. So how can you think? How can you bring that new thought? Because starting in this video, I have told you that the mindset which you have brought into this market is not going to help. So how can you bring a mindset, a thought that will make us to be successful in this market? So that's where probability thinking will come into this trade, will come into this game. So in our next video, I will be also elaborating more about this probability thinking, but it's related to what I'm saying now, so I would love to say a bit from it. So how you can think in probability is, as I'm going to flip this, as I'm going to throw it, it might land as this or it might land as this. You understand? It might stand. Any of it might happen. So is a probability of one thing happening over another, over sequences of trade, over series of trade, not one, not two. It might be six. Okay, I might throw this over 6 times. I might throw it 6 times. So 3 might land as this, 3 might land as this. So your trade, you might trade 6 times. You might take 6 trades, seeing that specific pattern, seeing that specific methodology, seeing that specific pattern that you trade, that edge that you have seen in the market. You can see it over series of trades. That's, you might trade 6 trades, you might take 6 trades. 3 might go to your win, 3 might go to your lose. So that's over series of trade. It's so we are also going to talk about your percentage win rate, how you know your percentage win rate. So over series of trade, over sequences of trade, not that you take one trade and you like, if this doesn't give me a win, then I'm going to change this method. Then you are going to change the method. Then after you change the method or the pattern, you use another one. It gives you win today, it doesn't give you tomorrow. You say you are still going to look for another pattern, you still go to look for another pattern. So that's a cycle of doom. They call that a cycle of doom. So you will not love to be in the cycle of doom, and I also will not love to be in the cycle of doom. So what should we do, and what shall we do? What can we do, to keep us at the safer side? Is to change our mind first, to change our mind and to think in probability. Okay, as I'm going to take this trade, as I've seen this pattern and I'm going to take this trade, I'm going to take, you can put yourself in the game, I'm going to take 6 trade, I'm going to take 6 trade and see how it goes. That out of that 6, 3, based on your pattern and based on your win rate, you know that yes, I usually win 3 and I usually lose 3. So you might get your first lose, you will not mind. Why? Because you usually lose 3 and you usually win 3. So out of that 3, you will still be profitable. That one is also your risk to reward ratio. You know that usually you win 3 and you lose 3. So you might be trading, the first trade might be lose, the second trade might be lose, the third trade might be win, the fourth trade might be lose, that's the 3 have complete for the lose. So the fifth trade might be win, and the sixth trade might be win. So it's over series of trade. It's not just that you take one, it will go in for win, it will take the second one, win, the third one, win, all the trade will just be win. No, it can't happen that way. It is not a methodology that is moving the market. It is people, humans, that are moving the market. And humans that are moving the market, it is not our analysis that is moving it, it is money that is moving the market. So you might see your pattern and it doesn't go to your prediction, it doesn't go to how your edge have tell you, or your patterns or your methodology have tells to you. So what does this mean is that other people that can move the market or moves the market have come into this market and they don't have the same belief as you. We trade based on our belief of what's going to happen next in the market. So other people that have same belief with what you have believed in, they didn't come to the market today. Probably next time they'll come, they'll have the same belief as you, and they'll move the market to your prediction. So for this video not to be long, we'll keep it short and simple. Over series of trade, any trade you take from this week, know that over series of trade, make sure you monitor your win rate. Then over the series of the trade, you can take 6, you can take 10. Over the series of trade you take, you know how many you are going to lose, you know how many you are going to win. So that is all for this video. Your edge, understand your win rate, so you won't take 2 loss and you'll be panicking. Take 2 loss and be cool, because 3 is going to go into your take profit, and with that 3 you are profitable. So that's all I have to say in this video. Thank you for watching my video. Please, in the next video, we'll be discussing more on our methodology, some stuff, some psychological barriers that's holding us from being profitable in this game. So this is all I would love to say in this video. Thank you for staying by. I love you. See you again. Peace.